I'm here, don't worry, just setting up some final things. I had to make a run, so that's why the stream's starting so late compared to other streams. I actually had to leave the house, so I just made it back and I gotta set everything up real quick. So we'll be starting soon. Maybe my mic is too low. Oh my god, bro. Windows 10 is so garbage. Jesus! Okay, better. Holy crap, dude. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. Okay, in the meantime, how about you guys do this quick poll? Alright, poll is up. In the meantime, I'm just gonna finish setting things up over on my end. Alright, we good. Let's get into this stream. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Okay. Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to part 44 of our FGO live stream series here. Spilled a little bit of water. Great start to the stream. Let me see if I can fix the chat here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so let's see. Looks like it's not cooperating today. Alright, that's good. It's fine. Let's see how the poll is going. If I check over here, 54% of people are rolling for Durgga, and 46% of people are not rolling for her. Interesting. Now, I know there are some pretty good units coming up over the horizon, so I'm sure many of you guys are saving for them. But like I said when I was looking at all of the upcoming servants, Durgga is definitely one I had my eye on. Just because she looks incredible. And I only saw the part of her that's actually on the banner. Now that I've seen the full art, she looks phenomenal. She looks absolutely phenomenal. But let's see what's going on in the chat. I'm gonna end this poll here so I can get out of my way. Oh yeah, also, we got new emotes in the chat. Or a new emote in the chat. We have an evade emote. So I know many of you guys are asking for that. Perfect uses for it, I guess, would be if I'm rolling for something and I'm just not getting it, spam that evade up. Or if you know, you get gifted a sub, or if you're already a member and you want to kind of poke fun at some of the people whenever they miss getting a sub, feel free to spam that evade emote. But let's see what's going on in the chat here. I've come to steal before Cloudy's bare eyes. Sure, we'll see about that. Okay, I already see some people spamming up the evade emote. That's good to see. Late Crow as per usual. Just a little, well no, actually, this was way later than when I usually stream. But according to the time I said I was gonna stream, I was only a little late. Just a little late. Let's see. Durgga on first multi-corn emote. I don't get it. I don't get it. I thought the corn was Cuckoo's thing. Does Durgga also like corn? Or are we just memeing here? Time for the quartz grinding? I've been doing a little bit of quartz grinding. Just a little bit, not too much. Let me boot up the game. Oh yeah, so the plans for today. I'm not gonna lie, this stream probably isn't gonna be a super long stream, just because the only things I have planned for today is obviously we're gonna check out Durgga, see what she's all about, maybe roll for her, maybe not, we'll see. And we have the America tier list. I was thinking of like maybe just like dipping into Camelot, but I think it'd be better if we saved Camelot for next stream. I think it would be better if we saved that for next stream. So we're just gonna focus on the tier list here. We had a super long stream last stream, so this one might be a little bit shorter than usual. And yeah, so do you guys already have some initial thoughts on where you'd put certain characters in certain tiers? I know some people were saying that in the Discord, I think they were saying that America is like the best singularity so far out of the 5 we've done. Some people disagree. Me personally, I think Okeanos is my favorite singularity by far up until this point. I think Okeanos is definitely my favorite. Way too many banger characters in there. We had Drake was an amazing kind of like day one character that journeyed with us throughout all of Okeanos. What else? We had Uriel and Asterios, amazing. Orion and Artemis, amazing. Blackbeard was absolutely hilarious. There were so many good characters in that singularity. So that's my favorite one so far. But America was good too. What? I can't hear you. You have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. What is going on, bro? Hard skip on Durgga. Waiting for GSSR next month to get Durgga. Have to save for summer. Sadly for Durgga, Medu Saber is coming out soon. Got Durgga, but hit pity on her. Dang. Well, congratulations. Well, I guess congratulations on getting her, but I know how that feels to like basically instead of getting lucky and getting the character, you're basically just paying for the character whenever you hit pity. You're literally paying the max amount to get them, so it's like, it sucks. I know that feeling, man. Glad to catch this stream, missed the last one. I'm glad you can make it. Should be a fun one for sure. Okay, let's open up FGO. Still haven't rolled for Durgga. Only the paid daily. Summer is too close. You missed the great Jekyll glazing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That stream is gonna go down in history as one of the greats. One of the greats on this channel. I got Durgga in 111 pull. I'm so happy. It was Fate Archer wife who came home. That's awesome. That is amazing to hear. I'm skip all until anniversary 4 July because I want Tonelico, Castoria Summer, and Melusine Summer. I got that Durgga evade, but Duryodhana came 7 times? Dang. Did you know the number 4 is bad luck in Japan? So are you saying this is going to be an unlucky stream here? Advanced Quest Part 16 has been added. Okay, hold on. Let me make this full screen so you guys can see. Okay. And then let's change the audio. Okay, mute, unmute. Actually, I could just pause this. Okay. Oh, a new advanced quest. Are those the... Hold on. These. Okay, I see. So, Chaldea Gate. And they added a new one of these down here. I still haven't really touched these. I think I did only one of these advanced quests ever. Are they worth clearing? Oh, I did 2, I guess. Are these worth clearing? Or is it just kind of there for the challenge? I have her NP2 now. Dang. NP2 Durgga. Holy crap, I just realized the poll ended on a like exact 50-50 split for Durgga. 52 votes. Let's see. Should get my video out of the way immediately. Keep in mind mine has max skills, your mystic code, and 1000 FOD. Let's see. The Kukulcan. FGO 3-turn Kukulcan versus Halloween Elizabeth Bathory. Oh, isn't that the one we can get from the shop? What the heck? Oh, that's your audio. I was like, what does that sound? Okay. Let's full screen it. And then swap over. And then let's check it out. FGL 3-turn Kukulcan versus Halloween Elizabeth Bathory. Oh, she's the enemy. I see. So we have Mesh, Tiamat, Oberon, Koyan again. I'm guessing one of these is a support. Right? Yeah. These are both the same one. I was questioning if it was Koyan of Light or if one of them was Koyan of Dark, but I think they're both Light and then Cuckoo. So let's see. Oh, wait. Which one are you using? Okay. I don't know if I have that one actually. I don't even know what those abilities are. Keep in mind it's neutral damage. Got you. 1.1k HP. Okay, so we're juicing up, we're buffing up. Oh wait, this is the same one I have. I guess it just looks different because it's on the male MC. Alright, let's see how much it does. And this is an AoE NP, so... Did it do it? Oh, that did nothing. But that did a lot! These normals are chunking her. And look at all those crits lined up for this turn. Beautiful. And there she has NP again. Swapping them out for Oberon. Okay, let's see if they use the skill 3 here. Okay, looks like not yet. Maybe turn 3 they'll use it. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Dang, so many stars. NP strength up. Now we use the skill 3. There it is. So of course we know this is where it's all gonna end. And the stun. See, I do that too. I do that too. Just stun him because you can. I love that skill. Are you putting this finale in slow-mo? I see, we're trying to get a dramatic effect here. Dang, didn't even need anything else. I was gonna say, when you were doing this, I was gonna say why not do this into... Why not do Oberon into Cuckoo? Because it hit harder. But I guess you already knew this first one was gonna kill. And I guess it makes sense given the numbers she was putting up this whole fight with her normals. Dang! Oh my, that was super overkill. I think that had like 3 hits and one of them was 196k. Jesus. Yeah, this character is nuts. Dang. Double max bond. Okay, okay. Alright, let's unmute this. That was cool. She hits like a freaking truck, man. I can't wait till I get her leveled up. Okay. Yo, Cloudy, did you make the TL already? No, not yet, actually. We were just about to dive into it. So, I see... What did you guys want to do first? Did you want to check out Durgga first? Not roll, but check her out first? Or did you want to do the tier list? It's a farming node. It was meant to show what Cuckoo in the right hands could do. Yeah, exactly. I definitely see that. Definitely see that. Ushi can one-turn this, no problem. Draco just one-turns it. 1 million HP can be one-turned by pretty much any ST NP rider. Durgga. By the way, no, you guys didn't hear me. You guys didn't hear me. I didn't say Durgga roll. I said we're gonna check her out first. We're gonna roll later. But I want to know if you guys want me to check her out right now or do the tier list first. Then check her out and then roll. I'm not going to roll right now. Let's not, you know, hold your horses there. Durgga so I can steal. Durgga, but if you get her, you get... Oh my gosh, everyone thinks I'm going to roll. Check her out, then roll. Okay, so you know what? I'll just do the tier. Ah, man. Shoot. Cause, hold on. Let me think. Okay. We'll check her out. We'll check her out first. That's the first thing we'll do. We'll check her out. We'll do the tier list last. So we'll check her out first. Roll, then check her out once you get her. Oh, that's wishful thinking right there. Okay, so let's just do a random daily quest, I guess, and see if anyone has her as a support. What class is she? What class is Durgga? My guess off of looks is that she'd be extra. She feels like an extra class. But I don't know. Where's Devil God? Stop asking for Devil God every time I roll. You're trying to ruin things for me. Archer. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. She's an archer too? Oh, my God. Okay. Oda Nobukatsu. Dang, does anyone even have her? Let's see. There we go. Kirisaki with the Durgga. So, let's see. Is she AoE? Oh my gosh, her art is so amazing, bro. She literally reminds me of like her and Zenobia could be like mortal enemies. Because both of them have these weird like... Wait. Does Zenobia have this? I'm pretty sure she does have like a floating spike thing around her. And then they both look majestic as heck. I think they both also have like halos or crowns or something like that. I don't know. She's like the evil Zenobia. Level 1? Oh no. So they just got her. Holy crap, I'm glad you guys caught that. They just got her, bro. Immediately threw her on the friends list. Okay, let's refresh. See if anyone else has her. Okay, Valkyrie Llama. There we go. There we go. Perfect, perfect. So now she is AoE, I'm pretty sure, right? Yes. Apply special attack enemies with heaven attribute for yourself. Deal heavy special attack damage to all demonic enemies. Special attack damage increases with overcharge and decreased defense for all enemies. Okay. Let's check her out. I think this team should be okay here. Oh wait, what difficulty are we on? Ah, whatever. I think we're on the lowest difficulty. She's an Indian servant. Zenobia has ballistas. Zenobia has floating machine guns. Maybe I was thinking of Castoria that has the spikes. Like floating spikes. Okay. So we saw that already. Let's see her skills. Increase NP gauge for yourself. Increase NP charge by 1 level when using your NP. That's cool. For all allies. That's even cooler. Next, apply invincible, increase quick card effectiveness, arts card effectiveness, buster card effectiveness. This is pretty huge. Across all of her different card types. Increase NP strength, change all command cards to arts type, apply ignore invincible. That's fire. So she has NP strength. She can change all of her command cards to arts to help her loop. She gets NP charge up. She has an NP battery. She has invincible. She has ignore invincible. And she buffs all of her different card types. That's really cool. For 3 turns as well. Dang, man. Pretty fire so far. Pretty fire so far. I guess we'll just see some attacks to start us off. Oh wait, the buffs last 3 turns, so we can start using some of them now. This one's 3 turns. Okay. Actually, maybe we can even loop. Nah, probably not. Whoa! See, I keep instinctually clicking and skipping the animations. But I did see she had like a tiger there or something. And then increase NP strength, change all command cards to arts type. But that's only for 1 turn. I'll save this one. I'll save this one. I guess we'll just start off by attacking here. Okay. Okay, the snake is sick. That, like, albino snake is sick, dude. I love how not only does it, like, sit around her shoulders, but it also comes and fights for her on the battlefield. Her passive gives her extra 20% damage with her quick and arts cards? A passive, huh? Increase your quick card effectiveness, arts card effectiveness, and critical strength. God-given armament. That's cool. Okay, so now we have her NP. Dang, I really want to see a full combo. Yeah, I think we'll... Shoot. Yeah. I think we'll save her NP for the last round. Since we, Yeah, since we might not be able to loop her. So I'm just gonna have her attack here. Cool. Love death lasers. Okay, her animations are pretty fire. He said albino snake. Isn't it albino? Is that wrong? It looks albino to me. It's a white snake. And I think it had red eyes. Card change is nice for boss fights. You mean like the... Oh, yeah. How she changes her cards? I could see that being really good for boss fights. Who the... What the... Dang! So this is Kukulcan's, like... This is what his further ascensions look like? That's pretty fire. I don't think I've ever seen this version of him before. Okay. So we have that. Might as well give this to her. Because why not? Throw this on there. And then stun just because we can. No! Let's see it in action. Snake laser. We saw this one. Now the NP we've all been waiting for. I'm ready. I'm ready. Cool. Okay. Cool NP, but I feel like someone else has a similar... Doesn't someone have a similar NP to that? Isn't it? I think it's Morgan. Doesn't Morgan have a similar NP to that? Where it's just like spikes falling from the sky one at a time? And then there's just a huge explosion? It was okay. It was okay. It was pretty cool, but I feel like it's been done before. It wasn't anything like Kirei's Noble Phantasm. That was something I've never seen before. The cinema is the other one. Third Ascension NP. That makes sense. That makes sense. Third Ascension NP definitely seems like it'd be the cooler one. Morgan's is way cooler. I agree. Morgan's is cooler. Okay. So, overall thoughts. I like her. I feel like she is, like you guys have said, her and Zenobia fulfill very similar roles. Both of them are archers, both of them are arts, both of them are AoE, and both of them can loop. But I feel like Durga kind of does Zenobia's job, but a little bit better than Zenobia. So, this puts me in a really tough spot. A really, really tough spot. Because I think Durga looks great. Don't get me wrong, I think she looks great. But I want characters that can bring something new. That can offer something new to my account. Like, for example, a good AoE Saber is something I really need right now. Because she's okay, but I'd like someone that I can rely on. And since Zenobia can kind of do what she does, I already have Zenobia max ascension. And I probably wouldn't even be able to max ascend Durga anyways. And I have her NP3 as well. I don't know. Now, I know there were... Wait for Ptolemy. If you don't want to roll, you don't have to. Save for Saber Medusa. Pro tip, if you want to showcase a servant, make a party with a level 1 Georgios. Take a level 1 Georgios from the support list. If you can't find one, have them use their taunt. And you can have them solo. Wait, does that work? Have them use their taunt and then you solo. Let me look at George real quick and see how his taunt works again. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I thought his taunt only worked for the enemies in front of you. So, like, you make the enemies in front of you only attack him, but then once they're dead, it's over. But I see now. It's just a 3-turn thing that is, like a buff or a status, I guess, that he carries. So all enemies focus him. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What do you mean, coward? What do you mean, coward, bro? Nobody's afraid to roll, trust me. I am the last person that's afraid to roll. You guys saw me on that Draco banner. I spent every last dime on that woman and still didn't get her. Yeah, I like Durga, but from a pure gameplay perspective, she's replaceable. You don't have to roll for Durga if you don't want to. Medusa Saber is way cooler. Lan Ling doesn't deal damage. Scotty comes next week. Yeah, we talked about that on Discord with like Scotty. And so right now, there were 3 units that were kind of floating around in my head. Maybe 4. There was Durga. There was Berserker Toria, there was Saber Medusa, and then there was, who's the girl that's with Voyager? Who's the girl that's with Voyager? Those were the 4 characters that I kind of had my eye on. So the question I've been asking myself is, would I rather have a character that looks really, really cool, or have a character that looks cool but is really useful? You know, it's like cool and useful, or just really cool. And I think I'm gonna go for the cool and useful, because Durga looks great, but I'm not gonna roll and spend a bunch on a character just to have them sit in my lobby or sit in my inventory. Arise, is that her? Arise? Summer banners are bonkers. Wandija, Arise, I think that's her. Wandija for sure. Yeah, she looks cool from what I saw. And plus Voyager. I really want to get Voyager, but I don't know if I'm going to roll for Voyager yet. He's just one of those that down the line I want to get. Waiting for Saber Medusa, Zerkatoria, and Ruler Kagetora. Arisa is a 4-star on the Ibuki Berserker banner. Well, there you go. We might end up getting both then. Because I know people have been mentioning Ibuki Berserker. Next week is Skathak Assassin. Oh yeah, that's another... Bro, one of the characters that I've wanted the most is Joan of Arc. I thought it was Jalter, though. Jalter, the one that I think after you use her NP, you get like a bunch of C stars, and she has like a bunch of crit skills. She was really fun to use, and apparently I think she's the one that's coming up, right, with Skahawk and Hokusai Saber on the shop. You can try for Durgga on Destiny Order for Anniversary if you want. Berserker Castoria is the best overall since you won't need any single target. Avenger Chloe is a necessary support. Alter over Vanilla. Jalter Supremacy, yeah. Who doesn't love Jalter? Exactly. Okay, so I think I've decided, as much as I love Durgga's design, she's one of those characters that I can wait to get. I'm not really in a hurry to get her. I can wait to get her. So I don't think we're going to roll for her today, just because we have so many units coming up soon. So many coming up soon. And even like half of you guys, as we saw from the poll, half of you guys are like, yeah, Durgga's cool, but summer's right around the corner. I'm not going to fumble the bag here. So as much as I like Durgga, I'm going to save. Plus, I have been saving quite a bit of quartz. I've also been doing some of the... where is it? I've been doing some of the... What are they called? The free quests. To get even more quartz. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to go back again. Here we go. I've been doing some of these in America. So hopefully by the time we do spend, we should have a ton to spend. And some of you guys have been saying that they're like giving away some quartz and stuff. So I don't think we're going to roll in this stream. But best believe, we got some fire units coming up. Fire units coming up that we're going to be going all in for. Cheeky ticket? Sure. You know what? We do only have 2 tickets. We can do a cheeky ticket. Why not? Plus, hey, if we get Duryodhana, how do you say his name? Duryodhana? Duryodhana. Is that how you say it? Must be nice to have free quests. Oh, yeah. Don't you guys have free quests? Like, after you complete the ordeal call, aren't there free quests there? Or did you already do those all? Durgga will get another banner in 8 months or so. Yeah, I don't mind waiting 8 months and then we get her there. 5-star Jalter, not Berserker Jalter. Okay. Oh, I'm talking about the Avenger one, right? Looking handsome today, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. Oh man, how do I say your name? Is it Kroyoku? Or is it Troyoku? I think it's Kroyoku. I appreciate the comment, man. I'm feeling great today. Don't do it. Do a ritual. 1 for Durgga, 1 for Kama. Oh, I like that actually, because I could use both. I like that. 1 for Durgga, 1 for Kama. Hey, I couldn't join earlier. Well, you got here just in time. We're going to use some cheeky tickets. 1 on Durgga, 1 on Kama. And then we're going to go into the America tier list. I still have to do free quests for the last 3 story chapters. Okay. You guys said do a ritual first. Now, I saw in the corner of my eye, there was a video here on the Discord that one of you guys linked. I think someone in the chat said for the ritual to look at this like Indiana Jones scene. What? Bro, what? What is this? I smell a stream? Bro. What is going on in the chat right now, man? Or what is going on in the Discord, I mean? Oh my god. Okay, so we'll check out this scene, and then we will do a cheeky ticket for Durgga. Dance, bro? I'm not dancing. Let's see. Damn, why do you sound so sad, man? As if you've never been complimented before. You good, man? Oh, really? I'm not gonna lie, you know, compliments on the stream are pretty rare. That's why I appreciate you, Kroyoku. Because compliments on the stream are pretty rare. Usually I get late crow, fumble crow, clown, goofy, What else? What else? Koyan-less, Tiamat-less, Draco-less. So it's nice to get a compliment every once in a while. You came faster than I expected. Okay, let's check out the scene. Let's check out the scene before we get too carried away. Now, I haven't seen Indiana Jones since I was a kid, so I don't even know what I'm getting into here. I was really young when I watched it. Kali Ma, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Let's hope we don't get copyright. Looks like he's doing the ritual for us. Are they sacrificing this guy? Possessing him? Oh! What the heck? Demonetized. Ew. And it grew back? Too late, Disney owns the stream now, basically, bro.
Still alive.
Wait, what's next? They already ripped his heart out. Oh no, not the fire pit. Oh my god, what? I thought Indiana Jones was about like rolling boulders and dart traps and relics. I didn't know there was human sacrifice and portals to hell. What the heck? Well, there he goes. Jesus. Yeah, he's cooked. Bro, what? What the heck did we just watch? What in the world did we just watch, bro? That was our ritual for Durgga, human sacrifice, and death pit. Alright. Looks like we're ready. Wait, how do I... There we go. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Unmute this. Okay. What do you think happens if you're caught by the boulder? Oh, true. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta sacrifice a couple humans for good luck. Yep. So let's do it. Cheeky Durgga ticket. Let's see. Kali Ma, Durgga within 90 quarts. Goodbye, Crow. Oh no. Ryder. Who we get? Ushiwaka? Alexander. Is Alexander good? I don't hear anybody ever talk about this younger version of him. Or the older one. Alright, so that was one ticket. And we get 5 more in a couple days, so I'm not even mad at this. And now we have a cheeky ticket for Kama. Let's see. Caster, that's not Kama. Paracelsus, alright. Well, there goes our tickets, but that's fine. At least we didn't spend quartz. And at least we only did 2 rolls. We could have gotten a lot more carried away than that. So, let's see. VOD is cooked. Let me check and see. It might be. I don't know. I hope the stream is good. It was just 2 minutes. Whatever. If the stream does get shut down, then I'll just start it back up again. But I think we should be okay. So, now it is time for the long-awaited America tier list. Now, I know many of us have been kind of drudging through America. It was a little bit of a slower singularity at times, definitely a longer singularity. But here we have finally completed it. So now we're going to make a tier list where we rank all of the characters, how we feel about them, what we've learned about them, and what they've contributed to the story. Those are the main three things that I'm going to be looking at. So, interesting lineup of characters. I already see a character that I completely forgot in this singularity. I want you guys to type right now. There's one character that I see that I completely forgot it was in this singularity, and I want to hear if you guys can guess who it is. Maybe we're all on the same page. I think we might all be on the same page here. Let's see. The story really starts at America. A greater lie has never been told. Umu S tier, no question. Robin. Bum Juna below the tier list. Oh, one person guessed it. Robin Hood. Zerk Ku, worst story boss. Nero Bride, Merlin. Geronimo, Fergus, Finn. Wait, why is Tesla there? Yeah, that's a good question. Why the heck is Tesla there? Geronimo, G-Man, Fergalicious, Fergus. Yep, okay. The person I was thinking of was Fergus. I completely forgot this guy was in America, bro. Holy crap. When I saw everybody else, I was like, oh yeah, I remember them. And then I saw him and I was like, bro, I forgot he existed. Oh my god. Dude. Okay, so let's get into this tier list. So, just to preface for you guys out there, this is going to be ranking the characters off of each other, not off of the grand scheme of FGO. This is just based off of each other. So if you see someone S tier, that means they're S tier compared to this lineup we have here, not compared to the entire game, just so that you guys know. So we have Helena Blavatsky here. I'm not gonna lie, I like her. Off face value, like without really putting much thought into it, I like her. She seems like a nice person. I like how when we first meet her, she seemed like she wasn't entirely 100% on board with Edison, because we know Edison was a little off his rocker. But she mentioned that back when they were alive, she owed him a favor, and so she was helping him out. And I think that's pretty cool. The fact that even after death, she respects him so much that she's willing to help him with his goal, even though she doesn't 100% agree with what he's trying to do. You know, she owes him one, and she's paying him back. I respect it. She's not particularly strong, so it's not like she defeated any huge enemies or like faced off in one-on-ones against anyone. I feel like she was kind of supporting, which there's nothing wrong with that. Overall, I'm thinking like B. I'm thinking a B for her is pretty solid. I think A tier, maybe B. F Helena, B or A tier. Helena, A tier minimum. Yeah, somewhere between A or B. Right now I'm like B plus. I'd say B. She's a good character, but well, America, exactly. Like she's a good character, but she ultimately didn't do a whole lot. She was involved in the story quite a bit when we first meet her and Edison, and then when she comes back and helps us later. So she had a bit of presence in the story. She just didn't really do anything super significant. So I'm thinking B. Thinking B. B for Blavatsky. B or A for Cute Granny. Greedy Crow just hit me 16 ads. No way, dude. No way. This is YouTube, not Twitch. Holy crap. 16 ads is nuts. Hey, sub up. Sub up. You don't want any ads? Sub up. That's what they say over on Twitch, right? Okay, so next we have Rama. Now, I really like Rama and his whole storyline he had here. He had a lot of funny moments with Nightingale when he was in the little, the Rama carrier and she was walking around with him, basically like a baby. That led to some pretty funny memes that you guys put in the Discord. Also some funny moments in the actual story. I like how his whole storyline that he had with Sita, I thought that was really wholesome, especially when you guys explained the like deeper layers of it. The fact that I think Rama was cursed with never being able to reunite with his lover, and the fact that that curse was recreated in Fate, to where even in a freaking video game he's still fated to never meet her. I just thought that was like super deep, but also like really wholesome, because Sita, she's just so nice, and Rama too. He made a mistake exiling her. Definitely shouldn't have did that. He's sleeping on the couch for sure. But I like him. I like him. I think he's cool. I think he's cool, but he just barely misses S for me. I agree. I think he's like A+. I think he's A+ for sure. Sita is not even in this tier list. Yeah, probably because I think she's just not in this tier list because she's not a servant. I think that's the reason. I wish Rama was actually good. I don't think you'll remember what half of these characters did. Not gonna lie, you might be onto something. But I think that also kind of plays into it. If I don't remember what they did, they probably didn't do a whole lot. And if I do remember what they did, then, you know, they get points for that. They obviously did something memorable. In a meta perspective, she founded many of the principles that Type Moon is based on. Theosophy? Western mysticism. Okay. Rama bag. Yeah, that's what it was. The Rama bag. Him encountering Sita was the best moment of America. I thought it was great. Separation is that strong. Oh yeah, I remember you guys saying she was in FGO Arcade. She was in exactly one scene, yeah, in the prison when they went to Alcatraz. She was in one scene. But even just because of how heavily she ties into Rama, and the fact that Rama was basically, you know, dedicating so much of the story towards finding her and reuniting with her, I'd still give her, you know, quite a few points for that. I think I'd put Sita at least in like C+, B- territory if she was a character. But next, we have Li Xuan. Now, Li Xuan is one of those characters that kind of left me thinking, like, why is he here? Like, they clearly just added him here for fun, because all he did was just fight. All he did was just fight people. But, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a soft spot for characters that are, like, honorable fighters. That just, they just yearn for having a damn good battle. I kind of like characters like that. Not characters that are a little overboard like Goku, that are just, hey, let's fight, hey, I'm Goku. Like, none of that stuff. But characters that are just looking for worthy opponents. I really like that. So Li Shuen, I remember him fighting us, and then I remember him fighting Skahawk. I also think it's cool that wasn't he summoned here to be our enemy? I'm pretty sure he was summoned here by Maeve to be our enemy. And then he was basically like, screw that, I'm here to fight. Like, I'm not even doing this for her. I'm doing this because I want to throw hands. I thought that was pretty cool. Overall, Li Shuen, I mean, and then he did have that face-off against Beowulf that I do want to give him points for, but we did kind of already beat Beowulf. Beowulf was only in the story for plot reasons, because we already beat him. And then he, like, fled Alcatraz or something, and then came back and fought Li Shuen. But I do think it was cool that those two kind of had, like, a standstill, I guess. And then he made that deal with Skahawk that I thought was really cool. I think I'd give him a B. I think I'd give him a B. That was cool. Didn't he... Dang, this is just last stream, I think. But didn't he make a deal with Skahawk where he said, like, he'd help her side out if she would battle him afterwards? And then he actually got that final battle. And I also love how they kind of battled as the world was fading away. Like, that was cool. That was cool. I'd give him a B. I think I'd give him a solid B. Because even though he wasn't as story significant as Blavatsky, I think he did more than Blavatsky. So, I'm comfortable with a B. He fought but didn't win, yeah. Yo, Matthias is back again. A spam up the evade emotes. If you got a membership, make sure to spam up the evade emotes. Matthias with the 10 gifted subs. Let's see who the lucky winners are. Also, massive shout out to you, Matthias. Thank you so much for always supporting the stream. I appreciate the heck out of it, man. We have Same, ORT, Ryan K, Nero is goated, Charles, Rory, Ethan, Ted? Is that it? Ted or T3D? We have Dustin and Nobu Ego all receiving memberships. Congratulations, guys. Make sure to thank Matthias for the membership if you got one. Oh yeah, and also I was thinking, if you got the, if you're a member, of course you can spam the evade emote. And if you aren't a member, you can, if you aren't a member and you evaded those memberships, you can spam this emote. You can just spam the guy running. Up, evade up. Missed it again. Dang, man. Thank you, Matthias. I appreciate the support, brother.
Thank you.
Yep, there we go. Yep, some people doing cartwheels. The evade emotes are going crazy. This is great. This is great. Okay, so on to our next character here. We have Thomas Edison, which I think this goes without question. Definitely 100% one of the highlights of this singularity. Without him, this singularity would have been so much less interesting. Just because he's such a goofy character, man. I love Thomas Edison and the way they portrayed him in this series. So many funny moments, especially once this guy came into the picture. Absolutely hilarious. But even before that, like, Thomas Edison was funny when we first met him. And just simply his existence, just being an amalgamation of all of the presidents, him having the, what is it called? What was it? The something lion? It wasn't WCW, was it? It was whatever. He has the lion head. He has the lion on his head. I think he's cool. So, I think it's easily a S. Edison, I'd say, is S. The glow up was great. S. He's always funny even in events. My Prezi King, exactly. Prezi King. Let's see. If you're interested, I could record past events you can't play to show you the story if you want to. That's fine. You don't have to do that, because if there is a past story that I want to check out, we could always just go on YouTube and find it, I'm sure. MGM Lion, that's what it is, not WCW. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, so I think, yeah, this is pretty undisputed. S tier right here. Geronimo. Now, it's probably a bad sign that when I asked who you thought the forgettable character I was thinking of was, a lot of you guys said Geronimo. That's probably a bad sign for him. So, I wouldn't say he's forgettable, though, since he was one of the first people we met. We journeyed with him for quite a bit. He also died on the battlefield for us. That was pretty cool. I think I'd give him a solid C. I'd give him a solid C. I don't think anyone's going to be too mad at that. Yeah, he was cool. I liked how he was like the level-headed one in the group that was kind of focused on the mission. Well, we had like Robin Hood, who was kind of a slacker, Billy the Kid, who's kind of lax, and we had Nightingale, who's Nightingale. So I liked Geronimo. I think he served his purpose here. Didn't do a whole lot, but now that I've finished it, I can't say that I, expected him to do much more. I think he did exactly what he was destined to do. I think that's perfectly fine. Now, Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely put him under Geronimo. I think I like him personality-wise more than Geronimo, but Geronimo kind of felt like the leader. Like, we were all going into guerrilla warfare, and he was, like, organizing everything. Like, alright, you guys go this way, I'm gonna go this way, and all this stuff. Billy the Kid was just kind of along for the ride. He had some kind of, like, funny comments. I don't remember him making any comments that really made me laugh. Like, any real funny moments with him. But, I think he's just supposed to be like the cool guy of the group, the aura farmer, but he wasn't here long enough to really get any aura. Robin, my goat. Shout out to G-Man, so inspirational. He helped us escape Edison's prison. Yeah, exactly. Geronimo is like Helena. He had a lot of story presence, but didn't really do anything memorable. True. I think it's tough, because you're right. When it comes to what they contributed to the story, it's pretty neck and neck between him and Helena. But the fact that Helena came back in the final battle, and also she had that moment where she kind of snapped Edison out of whatever he was going through. She like talked some sense into him and kind of reinvigorated him into being the Prezi King we all know and love. That was pretty cool. I think if Geronimo had a big return in the end, I'd put him up higher, but since he kind of got killed off at the halfway mark, I think it kind of hurts him in my mind. Billy the Kid, yeah, C tier. Didn't really do a whole lot. I don't know. I'm honestly kind of convinced to put him in D, because he really just felt like he was along for the ride. I don't even think we saw him use his Noble Phantasm, did we? I don't know. He might have to go in D. Maybe top of D. Pause. Okay. Robin Hood. Robin Hood was great. I liked Robin Hood. I like how he knew his power level and he wasn't afraid to, like, let people know, like, hey, I'm not a powerhouse. I just set up traps, I can survey the area. I have camouflage or invisibility, whatever it was. So, I'm gonna do my thing, but don't expect me to, carry you guys. I like his attitude. I think his design is really cool. Overall, probably put him next to... Oh. Yeah, I think I'd put him A tier, but, like, low A tier. So, like, imagine him, like, down here compared to Rama. Because Rama had a lot of, like, cool... He was the focus of the story for a good bit of it. Robin Hood was there. He helped out a lot in the story. And I like how he actually went on the mission with them, survived, lived to tell the tale, came back with us, and then he was with us for like the rematch when we went to avenge these guys. That was really cool. I think A tier is cool. Robin is S for me. Love the guy. Robin Hood is just a chill guy. He really is, dude. He really is just a chill guy. Robin is A for me. I just love him. He was also running around sabotaging the enemy from the inside. True. He was Liz's babysitter. Good point. What did she call him? It was Greenie. Is that what she called him? Greenie? The goat being goated as always. Yes, sir. A minimum 100%. Always the reliable, chill, not particularly powerful Robin. And I respect it. You don't have to be the strongest character in the entire series to get my respect. You just gotta be a cool dude. A cool dude. A chill guy. That's enough for me. Elizabeth Bathory. Elizabeth Bathory. I like Elizabeth Bathory. I like the lore I learned about her. With like when she's singing to herself, it's terrible, but she actually sings pretty good. I like the whole kind of rivalry between her and Nero, and her like trying to get revenge for Nero. I thought that was really cool. She also had quite a bit of presence in the story. She was pretty much ever since we met her, which was, I think we met her before the halfway mark. So I think she was with us for over half of the entire story. And she did her thing. She did her thing. I wouldn't be mad at giving her like an A, B+. I'd probably put her right next to Robin. Yeah, overall, I think I like Robin more. But she had some cool moments. Me personally, maybe it's just me. I like Elizabeth Bathory, but this version of Elizabeth Bathory, I don't like her as much as I did the previous versions of her. Like the whole idol thing, her wanting to be a singer, celebrity, I think it's cool, but, you know, it kind of got a little bit played out throughout the story, you know? It was cool at first, it was cool when the rivalry between her and Nero was going on, but once Nero died, then I feel like that's when the gimmick kind of stopped for me. And so even though she kept going and making the references to her singing and having an audience and all of this stuff, I was kind of over it after that. So I might put her B. I might put her like B tier. I like Elizabeth Bathory, but not this specific version too much. Liz is one of those OGs for real. Early FGO loves Ellie. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. Nah, B gets annoying after a while. B to C maybe. Brave Ellie is pretty fun too. I can't wait to meet the other ones. Especially Cinder Ellie. Yeah, I can't wait to meet her. MASH, of course, you know we gotta put, like I always say, make it purple. Oh, I hate when it does that. You know what I always say. MASH and trash tier. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It feels weird to rate MASH because she's with us for the entire story. So I feel like we have to wait until the end of the singularities to really rate her. So MASH and MASH tier. MASH and MASH tier. So we love MASH around these parts, but can't really put her anywhere in the tier list. Now, when it comes to Skahawk, I think she's awesome. I think she is so cool. I'd put her S tier. She's the only person that made this Berserker Kukulcan kind of be like, whoa, okay, hold on a second. Hold our horses there. we have a powerhouse here. I also like the fact that even after Kukulcan struck her with his spear, she still managed to survive by going to the Shadow Realm or whatever that was, the Shadowlands, which was really cool. I like how I like how, you know, she supported us. And before we set out to do the final battle, she kind of left us and said that she was gonna... I don't remember exactly what she said word for word, but my impression that I got was that she's gonna leave us, but she's still gonna be working just from, you know, behind the scenes. And then we see her face to face with Kukulcan. They have their battle. After that, her and Li Xuan, they have their battle. Like, I don't know. She really fits her whole what's her title that she has? It's like the something of the shadows or something of Shadowlands or something like that. She fits that title, whatever it is. I don't remember, but she fits it pretty well. So I'd put her in S. I really like her. S for Skahawk, easy logic. Exactly. Nothing more to say than that. Skahawk didn't do anything. I wouldn't say she didn't do anything. She supposedly crippled Kukulcan by hitting him with her spear. She also sent Li Xuan to help us out, and she also came in to help us when we first met her. It was from her helping us. Queen of the Shadows, that's what it was. She definitely fits that title of being Queen of the Shadows. And I think she lives up to the reputation or the hype that Kukulcan built up around her. The fact that dang near anyone else would have died if they were hit by his spear, but she didn't. And the fact that she was his mentor, and the fact that they had that battle, I thought it was really cool, man. Nah, disagree. AK Ska is better. Who's AK Ska? She was like, okay, I'm strong, loses to the boss to prove the boss was stronger than we anticipated. Yeah. And I think, didn't she say that Kukulcan would beat her? And I think even Kukulcan said, like, I could beat her, but it's not going to be an easy fight. I wish it would have had, I wish it would have had more of a, like, visceral impact, because the impression I was given was that after their battle, they both hit each other with their spears, and he was crippled coming into fighting us, so we didn't even fight him at full strength. We fought him after being kinda sorta weakened by Skahawk. I just wish they would have made it more visceral. Like, maybe there'd be a scene where he was talking to Maeve and then he like coughs up blood or something to show that he's not 100%. That would have been a cool touch to add. But next, we have Fergus, D tier. Now, I might even put him above Billy, funny enough, because Fergus, I don't know much about him, but the impression that I got from the prison tower was that Fergus was kind of like a ladies' man. But I like how after being summoned in this singularity, for once, even though he was summoned by a beautiful woman right in front of him, he was actually, like, you know, focused on fighting more than anything. He kind of was a different version of himself. He wasn't his usual self, which I thought was pretty cool, because this guy that in my head I thought was like always chasing after girls or like some kind of ladies man, now he's all about business. You know, he came here to handle business this time, and I think that says a lot about a character if they're able to, you know, pass up on that to get down to business, you know. So I'd put that above Billy. He was a little more interesting than Billy, but I'm not gonna lie, I did completely forget he was in the story. He wasn't here for long. And the only reason why Billy was a little more memorable than him was because Billy was on our team, one, and two, because Billy died on the battlefield. But that's pretty much it. Now you're doing him dirty. Fergus is anyone's man. Fergus shouldn't even be F tier. Fergus should be L tier. This is the most tolerable Fergus, I'm not gonna lie. I think the question we need to ask every time we go to the next character is, what did they do? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like my list kind of represents that when it comes to what they did in the story. I think this is a pretty good representation. Maybe Rama S tier, but considering the other things I said, I don't know. A plus for now. A plus for now. But I wouldn't be mad at an S tier. Next, we have Dearmud. Honestly, didn't do a whole lot. But him and his partner, I feel like I have to kind of rank them together. I learned a lot about these two. So that's like one of the categories that I mentioned in the beginning. It's history and like lore that I learned about characters. I learned a lot about these two after meeting them in the story, specifically the pronunciation of their names. Like, I had no idea his name was Finn McCool. His name sounds way more awesome. And then we have Dearmud here. I also, well, this is gonna sound weird. This is gonna sound weird. I like how he was hitting on MASH. Now, hold your horses. Before any of you guys start spamming NTR in the chat, I like how he thought that it was as simple as just declaring, if I win, then you're mine. And just imagining what was going through Mash's head in that situation, because she doesn't know anything about this guy. And she didn't even agree. He just set these terms himself. But she just has this random guy saying, alright, if I win, you're gonna be mine. And her, like, trying to let him down without being, like, very bold or upfront about it. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. Oh, here we go. Exactly. Protect the eggplant. Exactly. Kill him with hammers, chat. Why would I spam that? Hey, yo, what? MASH 15 or something? It will get worse much later. What are you guys are saying this like I was interested. What? If I win, I steal your... Exactly. Thank you, Spooveld. You said it a lot better than I did. I like how he came in with that energy where he's like, if I win, I steal your girl. And MASH is just like, what? Like, I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know about that one. But I like how he thought he could come into this situation and basically just, you know, take control like that. And then ended up failing, obviously. Clip for evidence? What do you mean, evidence? Finn done dirty by fate? Let's see. She's 17, almost 18. It's a plot point that she's a few days from 18 in Solomon. 2 into NTR. Number 1, I am the biggest NTR hater of all time, alright? I am the biggest NTR hater of all time. To me, I don't get it. I don't get how people enjoy that stuff. Apparently I hear that women are into it. I hear that women are like the biggest consumers of that, which surprised me. But I guess I can kind of see why. I don't understand it though. Especially from a guy's POV. I don't understand how a guy could like it, but hey, to each their own. To each their own. All I know is there are some truth spitters out there that have said all of the greatest artists have, like, you know, the weirdest quirks, I guess. The greatest artists have, like, the weirdest quirks, and I feel like a lot of NTR is that. Like, it looks great, the art looks great, but not for me. Gotta pass. Women are into... Apparently, that's what I've heard. I've heard women are into, like, the NTR and, you know, cheating stories, especially when it comes to, like, books and stuff. It's trash, yeah. Cloudy cooking some eggplant? Never. We gotta protect this eggplant. We gotta protect this eggplant. Now, Tesla. I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't here for long, but I gotta give him points because he was a part of some of the funniest moments in this entire singularity. Even though he wasn't here for long, I like how he had the like duo with Edison. I like how both of them were like kind of butting heads and arguing. I love just imagining while they had that little like fight, they were just like slap fighting each other. Two grown men, two geniuses, two inventors, two innovators, just over there slap fighting each other and bickering. Like, it's so funny, dude. Tesla was done so much justice here. He was really cool in London, but here we got to see his real personality, and I really ended up liking him. So even though he wasn't here for long, I think I gotta put him A tier, bro. I gotta put him A tier. He was great. Definitely a great addition. Welcome addition into the singularity. Wait, did Cloudy roll for Durgga? We just did a cheeky ticket. Just one ticket on her. Didn't get her. But I'm gonna save my quartz for some new characters coming up. That's why in the title, I wanted to make sure I put checking out Durgga or something like that instead of rolling for Durgga, because I didn't want to give people, you know, the impression that I was gonna dump everything on her banner to get her. Going into this, I was thinking maybe I might do a couple rolls, but I decided to just do one roll. Sorry, my electricity slipped. Exactly. So many good quotes. Okay, next we have everyone's favorite. We have everyone's favorite, Bum Juna. Now, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I remember now. Oh my god. That, to me, I think that was the worst written part of America. It was when Karna was fighting Arjuna. And then, I think Karna was fighting Arjuna, and we were fighting Kukulcan. Arjuna defeats Karna. I think Karna gets one really good blow on Kukulcan. And Kukulcan was visually, I think they described it as him being like burnt to a crisp or something like that. So clearly he was weakened and he was on the retreat. And instead of us going and chasing after him, this bum makes us fight him instead to satisfy his own obsession with Karna. And so it's just like the villain is right there. We could beat him, save the world, end it all. And instead, this clown makes us fight him. And then after we beat him, he doesn't even join us. He just leaves and does his own thing. Now, he does come back in the end and saves the day by taking out the what were they? The demon gods or whatever. But I just thought that was so lame. I just thought that was so lame. Get Bum Juna below the tier. No, he's definitely D tier. You know what? No, we're going to add a new tier. We're going to add a new tier for the first time ever. We've never added below a D tier. But for our boy Arjuna, we will add an L tier. What color could I even use under this? Oh, I guess like this. There we go. Arjuna goes in L tier. He goes in L tier. Add the bum tier and put him in it. Okay, we'll do that. L plus bum plus ratio plus Koyan list. Alright. This is the tier for Arjuna. We'll leave him there. Maybe a little bit of projecting towards the end there, but you know, I'm mad, alright? Let me have this. Okay, so next we have Karna. I think Karna was cool. I like how he ended up joining our side. I like how he actually did, you know, a pretty significant blow to Kukulcan, made him go on the retreat. someone as powerful as Kukulcan was on the retreat. But he did lose to the bum. He did lose to the bum. But it seems like he kind of knew that he was going to lose to him going into it, which is why he made that promise. And on top of that, in their lore or history, didn't he lose to Arjuna? So, I like Karna. I like him a lot. But I feel like a big reason why I like him is because of Apocrypha. So I put him in B+. I think I'll put him in B+. I think B+ is cool. Yeah. I think B+. I was thinking, how could I bring him up to A, but I don't think there's enough for me to put him in A. He didn't do enough for me to put him in A. If he would have beat Arjuna, and he was the one that saved the day in the end, then he'd be A, maybe even like A+. But next we have Beowulf. I don't know, man. I feel like I gotta put him above them two, because he was definitely more memorable. But I feel like he's about the same level as these guys. Like, all Beowulf did was just lose. All he did was lose. He lost to us. He had like a standstill against this guy. Like, I don't know, man. He just stalled. That's all he did this whole singularity. He just stalled and wasted time. He didn't really do anything though. So I don't know, man. At least these two had more personality than him. Probably like C-. Why people don't remember? Exactly. Beowulf in D, he was kind of just an obstacle. He really was. But even that, even him just being an annoying obstacle that kept popping back up, is still better than what these two did. So I feel like I gotta at least put him a tier above them. But very low in this tier. Very low in this tier. He's like just barely above them. Literally did nothing. Yeah, might as well be a traffic light. Exactly. Like, oh, you're progressing through the story? Stop. Hold it right there. You gotta have a conversation with this guy and beat him. But no, not kill him. Just beat him. He'll be back to stop you again. So make sure you don't kill him. Okay, next we have Nero. Now, I love me some Nero. Nero's great. I like the dynamic these two had. I love the fact that at face value, especially given how much everybody hates her singing, I thought that she was the bad singer and Nero was the good one. So going and watching that video and finding out that she's actually the bad singer and she's actually the good one, I thought that was great. I also thought she had a pretty like heroic death in the end, which I thought was really cool. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad with a Nero A. She had quite a bit of presence given the fact that she was here for so little time. Kind of like him. Both of them were here for little time, but both of them had quite a bit of presence. Him mainly was just like a ton of comedic moments. With her, it was kind of like half comedic moments and then half like, you know, real moments. Especially when she was talking to Kukulcan about like, you know, what it means to be a ruler or an emperor and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. Nah, Nero was not better than Liz. I definitely think Nero was better than Liz. Liz just got kind of redundant towards the end. Like, she was there fighting. She was there, but she wasn't really bringing or doing anything new. She was just kind of there fighting for a lot of the end. But Nero, she was like dropping some wisdom onto Kukulcan. You had this cool kind of like dynamic of like two rulers and their differing ideals of what it means to be a ruler. Yo, Akihara, thank you so much for the super chat. Put Nero in her Umu tier. See, I can't. I'd love to, but if I put her in Umu tier, I feel like that'd give people the impression that she's above everyone else in this singularity, which in this singularity she's not. But if we're talking about the grand scheme of fate, then Nero's definitely Umu tier. Definitely Umu tier. Do it. I don't think Nero did more than Karna. That's a good argument. That's a good argument. Yeah, maybe my bias is showing a little bit here, cause her and Karna, I think they're pretty even when it comes to what they did in the story. I think I just like Nero and the way she like. I like the representation of Nero in this singularity a lot. Compared to Karna. I like Apocrypha Karna a lot more. But, you're right. I do think Karna did more. Or not did more. Both of them did about the same amount. But Karna was more impactful in advancing the story by like hurting Kukulcan and making him retreat and stuff. So I think both of them are about even. About even. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with that. B for bribes. You got to, man. You know what? Alright, in spirit, she's B tier. But because she's Nero... Oh, what color do I even make this? What color do I even make this? Gosh, we'll put her in Umu tier. Put her in Umu tier because it's Nero. But just know, in spirit, she's here with Karna. This is just... What the heck am I doing here? We put freaking Thomas Edison in Umu tier. Okay. Good. Now we move on. Just put Umu between A and B. This is... Okay, sure. Why not? This is a pretty confusing tier list we have here, but sure, why not? We'll do like dark orange, and then we'll do like light orange. So, yeah, this works. This works. Okay, next. Nightingale, S. Easily S. No question. If I were to organize these... yeah, I feel like these are organized in the way that I like. I'd put her number 1. Easily number 1. Yeah, Nurse is S tier, no question. Umu Edison. Padodu tier. Oh, let's not bring that back. Nightingale is great whenever she shows up. Nightingale is S for suicide. You're so... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Saying that to a patient is wild, bro. Nightingale was great. Without her, imagine what this story would be without Nightingale, bro. This would actually be like London level bad if it wasn't for Nightingale and Thomas Edison. It would be like London level bad, I'm not gonna lie. She did so much, so S is an obvious pick. Kukulcan, he was the big bad guy. He was strong. He was annoying. He lived up to his reputation of being the cockroach, with him like coming back stronger every time. That was definitely annoying. But you know what? That's a weird point now that I think about it. Him being the cockroach and him like coming back, but this time he's you know, higher ascension and stuff. I feel like that plays in his favor, but it also plays against him, because it makes sense considering Kukulcan's lore, but I feel like it's bad from a writing perspective. Definitely bad from a writing perspective to have a villain where you defeat him and he just comes right back, because I feel like it's a little lazy to have a character that's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It kind of messes with your brain when you're fighting a boss and you deplete their HP to 0, and then you get a cutscene, and then you come back and their HP's full and it's even stronger than it was before. and then you deplete their health to 0, and then you get another cutscene. It's just really weird. It's very bizarre. On top of that, his motive was kind of lame. I guess it did kind of come full circle in the end, but I don't know. I feel like there were a lot of moments throughout the Singularity where people tried to like talk some sense into him and be like, why are you fighting? What are your ambitions or stuff? And it seems like his entire response was just like, yeah, cool story, bro. Now die. And it's like, all right. All right. He's just evil to be evil. So, I don't know. I didn't really like him as a villain. I like him because he looks cool and because he's Kukulcan. But I think this is probably, story-wise, the least interesting Kukulcan. I don't know, man. I don't even know where to rate him, bro. Shoot. I do gotta give him some points for his whole storyline with Skahawk. That was pretty cool. But outside of that, man, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? I honestly don't know where I'd put him. Yeah, he was lame. C even. Where is Tamamo? Where is Tamamo, bro? We need her. Well, he's just a creation of Maeve, and she herself wasn't much. True. Also true, but we'll get to her soon. Well, to be fair, it depends on the defeat animation. If not killer, the sprite will be back off if totally defeated. Yeah, I've noticed that. That when you defeat a spirit, it has the gold dust. But to me, I don't know. I just think it's kind of lazy to, like, have an opponent where you fight them and you deplete their HP to 0, because the representation of bringing their HP to 0 is supposed to be you're incapacitating them. So to me, it doesn't make sense that you're fighting someone, you incapacitate them, and then they get stronger and they come back and they're perfectly fine. And then you fight them again, you incapacitate them, and then they come back and they're even stronger and they're fine. And now when you defeat them, now they're like, okay, I'm dead. And it's like, bro, what the heck are we doing here? I wouldn't be mad with C tier. I'm not gonna lie. Which feels weird because he's like supposed to be the big boss. But yeah, he just, I don't know. I don't know if I could put him C tier though. I really don't like how they handled him, but I feel like he had more significance than these two. Probably like here, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. He just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to villains. Only interesting part was Skahawk. True. You're gonna love Break Bar then? I feel like if they would have given him a Break Bar, it would have made more sense. And it would have been better. Like maybe they could have had us defeat him once, and then he came back stronger as a new ascension, but this time he had like 2 or 3 break bars and then he was done for good. That would have been a lot better than us fighting him 2, 3, 4 times and he just has a little more health. C is fair. C is insane to me. Insane as in too high or too low? I don't mind Ku that much. I think B. I think B is going to be my final answer. If a villain isn't satisfactory or interesting, then it's bad. That's true. That's true. And you know what? Oh, this is kind of like the biggest slap in the face that I think might actually make me put him in C tier. It's the fact that he's a villain with no real like drive or ambition towards being a villain. Like, I think the best villains are the ones that you can relate to and sympathize with, where you can understand where they're coming from and see that they're not bad people. They're just like a product of like a bad environment or a bad upbringing or a bad backstory that's kind of warped their perspective. But like clearly they have people that they care about. They have people that they want to protect. It's just the world burned them, and now they're trying to get back at the world. You know, those kind of villains are the ones that I really like. And the fact that Kukulcan had absolutely no personal purpose or drive towards being as evil as he was kind of made him very lackluster as a villain. And then we have Maeve here. Personality wise, I like Maeve. I think I like the powerful queen that has all of these servants that, you know, are willing to die for her and all that stuff. I love the fact that the way she was sent off, I think, was actually pretty cool. The fact that this might be wrong because I don't know about her actual lore, but the impression I got from her was that she was the kind of girl where every guy she ever wanted, she was able to get them easily, effortlessly. But the one person she was never able to get or impress was Kukulcan. And in the end, when she was finally acknowledged by Kukulcan, and she was super happy to hear that, I thought it was a little bit wholesome, because it's you know, guys probably mean nothing to her at this point in their life, but this one guy that she just couldn't get, she actually put effort towards trying to win him over and get on his good side, and now she finally got that acknowledgement, and it felt more like a genuine connection rather than her just you know, kind of manipulating guys and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know, still, but outside of that, I don't understand why she was a villain. Don't get me wrong, she does seem like she would be a villain, and maybe she was a villain in actual history, but I don't know, she was dealing with some world altering forces, the Holy Grail and this singularity and stuff like that, and I feel like that's way too much power to give to someone that had such a selfish and kind of insignificant goal. So there's definitely pros to her, but cons as well. I think I'll put her where I had Kukulcan before. Sounds like a rom-com plot. Exactly. At the end of the day, you know, this whole singularity was basically just a rom-com between these two. You're right, actually. You're spot on there. Perfect. That's good. That's good. That was just toxic affection. Yes, she was. Clan Calatine. Absolutely, yep. That was just toxic affection. True. But I feel like I've seen this kind of story plot before. And I don't know, there's something interesting about it. Where something comes to you so easily. For her, getting men probably came to her so easily that the value or significance of men, no matter how attractive, kind of just went down the drain for her because she could just snap her fingers and get any guy she wanted. But then when you're faced with something you can't get your hands on, and then you actually have to work for it, and you end up appreciating it more, that's character development, you know? So she got a bit of character development here, and I respect it. She was the wrong villain for the kind of story old FGO had going for. Exactly. She was the wrong villain for this. They should have saved this for a side event or something. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this tier list. Nightingale number 1. Love to see it. Thomas Edison up there. We have Skahawk as our third member of the S tier. We have Nero in Umu tier, and then we have Rama A with Robin and Tesla. B tier, we have Karna, Elizabeth. We have Maeve, Helena, and Li Shuen. C tier, Kukulcan, Geronimo, Finn, Deermud, and Beowulf. And then D tier, we have Fergus and Billy. And then lastly, in L plus Bum plus Ratio plus Koyan list, we have Arjuna, who is definitely all of these things. And then Mash is in Mash tier. So I'm pretty happy with this tier list. And you know what? We'll do one last thing before we end stream. First, I want to hear what are you guys' thoughts on the tier list. Is there anything you would change? Someone you'd raise or lower? Let me know. But I think the last thing we'll do before we end stream is somebody linked a trailer for the Camelot Singularity. So we'll check out the trailer to kind of build up hype for Camelot, and then next stream we will begin Camelot. Starting from the beginning of the stream, get straight into Camelot and just spend the whole stream grinding through Camelot and getting to that fated moment where we face off against Gawain, the big battle. Eggplant. She was pretty great in the Mario Kart summer event. There was a Mario Kart summer event. No way, bro. Going for I don't want to ride everyone all the time to I want to ride everyone most of the time. Not that good of a development. Well, it was more so just like, wait, going for I don't want to ride everyone all the time to I want to ride everyone? I feel like it was the opposite of that. I think she more so went from I want to ride everyone to I have to ride this guy, you know? And she just couldn't. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't. But getting that acknowledgement from him in the end was enough for her to be happy and have a kind of satisfying death, you know? She was able to move on in peace. Oh boy, Gawain, that is going to be something. Yeah, apparently, so something that's really cool is that I don't remember who said it exactly. So if you're in the stream, make sure to let me know. But somebody said that around Camelot is when the players were like talking to the devs and they were like, can you guys crank up the content? Like, we need it to be more difficult. We want it to be more challenging. And apparently Camelot is where they deliver. So I'm excited for it. I'm hoping that we get some battles that are like prison tower level difficulty, if not higher. I'm hoping we get that for Camelot, because the prison tower was so much fun because of how hard it was and because I actually had to use my brain instead of just using Moriarty and just breezing through everything. So next Singularity, I'm hyped for it. Gawain is trash nowadays. Gawain will probably be easy. He probably will. Let's see. Well, a lot of languages look alike if you don't know them. Wait, what was that? Oh, maybe that was just them talking to someone else. Let's not go to Camelot. It's a silly place. I'd raise Helena and lower Tesla. Oh, really? Really? I like where Tesla is personally, but I could see raising Helena. I need to like see evidence. I need to go back and see her moments in the story to decide whether I'd raise her or not. But from what I remember, I think I'd leave her where she is. Ku's S tier in my opinion. Explain. You don't have to type like a paragraph or anything. Just like name one reason why you'd want to raise him, because I'd love to hear your opinion. Oh, you're right. The event. Oh, crap. I forgot about that. Okay, so maybe we won't do Camelot next stream unless we have time for it. Apparently, there's like something in between this Singularity and Camelot, but people are saying it's short. So hopefully we can fit both into next stream. But if not, we'll just dedicate next stream to it, and then next Tuesday we'll do Camelot. Worst comes to worst. Camelot was hard 6 years ago. Not sure if it holds anymore. Nasu, come down from the heavens and bless us with the peak writing. It's just that simple. You better study up on chains then. You're right. We gotta watch the Brave Chains video. Right next to the Apples video. You just used Dante's and he carried you. Here we go, bro. Here we go. Not this again. I just can't escape. Where the heck is it? I might as well. Now we rarely get to use that one, so now would be a pretty good time. Dante's did not carry me, alright? He did not carry me. He did his job. He did not carry me. He did what he was assigned to do. Get your Dantes in your support list, fellas. Bro is gonna have to be carried again. Oh, man. Let's see. If you want to skip all the statesmen and come back later, go ahead. It's actually set in EOR. No, I don't mind doing it. Just, okay, do you think... how long do you think it'd take to go through? How long for the average person? Because I know it runs a little bit longer on my streams. You know, the cloudy effect. But how long does it usually take people to get through that? Because hopefully we can fit that and Camelot into next stream. He did his job and his job was carrying you. Here we go. Here we go. Jekyll can beat Gawain? Hey, maybe he could. Maybe he could. He brought you victory. Morgan has bonus damage against round table enemies. Easy carry, Morgan NP. See, but there's a challenge. Some of you guys may not know. Some of you guys may not know because we started this a little while ago. But apparently, I think it actually happened during the prison tower. After we finished the prison tower, I said, you know, this game's pretty easy. This game is pretty easy, you know? Either that or maybe I'm just a genius, right? I made that comment. And then everyone said, all right, you think you're good at the game? Let's see how you do in Camelot. You have to go into the Gawain fight with no help from chat, so no advice from the chat, and I can't use any supports from chat. So, or not from chat. I can't use any friend supports. So, that's the challenge that I have to do. I have to beat Gawain first time, no losses, with only my own units, and no help or advice from chat. Famous last words. Okay, Cloudy, he did not carry you, but he carried victory to you. That's true. You know what? I like that. I like that. I like the way that sounds. He didn't carry you, but he carried victory to you. Exactly. Can you beat Camelot with Jekyll? I mean, I'd have to level him first. And level all of his skills and stuff, and I'm low on resources, so... Jekyll, that's like an end game project. That's like an end game project. Once I have like plenty of resources and I'm just building stuff to see and try to test new comps and see what I can make happen, that's when I'm gonna like work on my Jason team and my Quick team and my Jekyll team. Oh, yeah, and then the consequence. See, I still gotta think of what I get if I win. Because, you know, this is a two-way street. If I win, I get something. But if I lose, apparently, the terms are that I have to grail... what's his name? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? I have to grail Babbage and level him to 120. I have to grail Babbage and level him to 120. If I lose. Holy crap. I almost forgot that was a punishment. Yeah, I almost forgot too. That's a lot of freaking grails. Oh my god, bro. How many is that? How many grails is that? I gotta check and see, bro. What the heck are you making me do here? Let's look at this guy. So first off, here he is. He's level 1. So this guy is a 3-star, and the highest level for 3-star is what? 70? Yeah, it's 70. Oh my god. Wait, how does that work? So 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and then 102, 104, 106, 108, 110, 112, 114, 116, 118, 120. 16 grails for this man? 15. Oh my god, bro. 15. I accept it. I accept it. I accept it, but holy crap, is that one hell of a punishment, bro. 15 grails on this goofball. Are you kidding me? Sorry, Kets. Sorry, Kets. Sorry, Castoria. Sorry, any summer units that I may or may not get. You guys are all putting on hold. You're all going to be put on hold for Babbage. We got events. They also give grails. That's true. Hopefully we can get some between now and then. Oh, 90 to 100 is 5 more grails? Oh, no. I thought 90 to 100 went by 5s. You're right. It is by 2. Oh, my God. I don't even think I have 19 grails. You guys are killing me here. Let me see. How many do I have? I have 9, bro. You're telling me I need to use all the grails I have and the next 10 grails I get need to go towards that, dude. That's funny. That is hilarious. I gotta think of something good that I get for winning then. But I accept. Let's see. He has already accepted defeat? No. Not at all. I'm just thinking like, oh, if you guys are going to give this big of a punishment, then surely there's going to be that big of a reward too, you know? I got to think of something. Start grail casting. You can make 2 every month. How does that work? Grail casting. Is that with the tiers? Like collecting the tiers? Oh, okay. Grail cast is after Tunguska epilogue. Okay. You still need to find so much. Oh my god, you're right. Oh, and he's gonna need a mountain of XP, isn't he? Bro, he better be good. That's all I'm saying. If I put all of this into him, he better be the best dang caster I'll ever need. He's what, AoE caster, right? He better be the best dang caster I will ever need. Holy crap. Yeah, he's AoE. Oh my god, bro. Did you summon already? Not really. I only did one. I did one cheeky ticket on Durgga and then one on Kama. I'm gonna save most of my quartz for future units that come up. But we did test the Durgga, so I did get to see, you know, what she plays like, what role she plays. And ultimately, the reason why I'm not rolling for her is because she's so much like Zenobia. She's so much like Zenobia. And we have Zenobia max ascended and NP3. So if we didn't have Zenobia at all, she might be, you know, more appealing to get. But I'm willing to wait to get Durgga. If he wins, he won't. AoE damage casters are rare. Yeah, I was trying to look it up. And I think the only like low rarity ones are like him. I think it's him. It's Gong. There's the not prototype. It's the caster Kukulcan. And maybe there's a couple more. Maybe Avisbron? Or is Avisbron single target? No, Avisbron. He's AoE. This guy is. This guy is. Then outside of them, not really a whole lot. Not really a whole lot. Is he AoE? I feel like he's single target. No, he's AoE. You only need Gong. True. You only need Gong here. Shakespeare? Does Shakespeare do damage? I thought he was a support. Heavy damage to all enemies, yep. Low chance to inflict stun. Okay, so he is a support, but not because of his NP, because of his skills then. Offensive casters in general are pretty common. Oh, yeah. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Because I swear, whenever I'm fighting a servant and it says that I need a caster to like get the class advantage, I go and try to look for offensive casters, and all I see in my friend support is Castoria and Lady Avalon and Merlin. That's all I see. No one puts up actual like damage casters in the support. Best AoE caster comes this summer. It's time, it's time. If you win, you can decide which servants we choose for the Destiny Order summon. Oh, interesting. I'd have to see your options first. I'd have to see the options that you guys could go for, but that could be a good one. But that's if we get to Gawain by then. I don't know if we will. I don't know how early or how late, because I think in the anime they fought Gawain twice. I think they fought Gawain like way in the beginning, like he was one of the first people you fight, and then there's like the final battle against him. I'm guessing you guys are talking about the final battle, so it might be a little while till we get there. If you need an offensive caster, just use an alter ego. They're so much better. Yeah, that I actually could do that. Now that I think about it, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But anyways, before we wrap up this stream, let's watch the trailer. Let me see if I can find it, because I don't think I pinned it. If you're in chat, I don't remember who did it, but if you're in chat and you have the... Wait, I think it was a DM actually. It was a DM. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So we can just check it out right away. Okay, the 6th Singularity Camelot PV. It's only 15 seconds, but I'm sure we'll be seeing some familiar faces from the anime and maybe some new faces that weren't in the anime. Let's find out. And I wonder, these new people that I haven't seen in the anime, I wonder if I've seen them in FGO. And maybe I just don't know who they are yet. Okay, let's do this. 6th Singularity. We're finally here. We're in Camelot. We're in the... We're nearing the climax of this whole Singularity shenanigans. We just have Camelot, Babylonia, and then Solomon left, and all three of these should be bangers. So, without any further ado, let's check it out. There he is, Gawain. Oh, best girl! Hold on. And best Gramps. Dang, that was short. Holy crap. Okay, let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. Let's see. So we have Betty Vieira here. And then Let's see. Dang, this flies by so fast. Where's Gawain? He pops up very quickly. There he is. Nice. Somebody make this an emote. Okay. So we have Gawain here. We have Nidocrease. Great. I was actually thinking, I asked in the Discord if it was worth leveling her, even though I have Da Vinci and I think I remember people saying like she's so good that, you know, it'd still be worth having her around. So definitely gonna look into leveling her. We have her. I forget her name, man. Sanzong. That's who it is. We have Best Girl Sanzong here. Best Girl of the Singularity, in my opinion. Well, hold on, because we got Mordred here. So it's between those two for sure. For sure. I'm surprised, actually. Oh, I think they did show Mordred, but she had her helmet on. There's Ozymandias, and there's Gramps. And that is Serenity? Assassin of Serenity? Was that Tristan? Nope, we went... Okay. I think that was Tristan that just flew by just now. Interesting how they don't show Agravain. That's so weird to me. That's so weird. Why isn't Agravain in the game, bro? What? I don't understand. Everybody else from the anime is in the game, and I'm pretty sure the game came first. So why isn't he? Or maybe he's in the game, but he's not playable for some reason. Serenity, Best Girl. Nah, Mordred isn't that much in the 6th. She was cool. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe she isn't as good in the game, but in the anime, Mordred was putting in some work, bro. Definitely had some of the most hype fight scenes. Where are you now in the story? Right now, we just finished America. So, if you're talking about the game, we just finished America. So apparently there's something between now and Camelot that we're going to do next stream. Then we're going to go into Camelot. If you're talking about in the grand scheme of Fate, then I've seen Fate Zero. I've seen Unlimited Blade Works. I've seen Heaven's Feel. And what else? I've finished Grand Order. And we're currently in Apocrypha, but I'm very close to the end. I think I'm on episode 21 of Apocrypha. And we just met... Well, we pretty much just met Atalanta Altar. So that's where I am in the story. If you're talking about overall. Alright. So let's get some music going. Let's actually change the music. I have it muted too. Okay. Unmute. Alright. Let's see some final comments in chat. We're so close to LB, guys. 2028 is right around the corner. Exactly. Hey, you know what? Remember when I said mark your calendars for 2030? Scratch that off. 2029, baby. Mark your calendars for 2029. FGO is from 2015. Camelot released in 2016. The movies released on 2020 and 2021. Okay, so they came quite a while after. The Agravain based dialogue we don't talk about. Finish Apocrypha, by the way. True. We do have to finish it. Shout out to Monica. 44 out of 44 live streams. That is insane. Holy crap. They are, if we're counting me being late to streams, then you've probably attended more streams than me. If we're talking about total time. They are not forced to show every single character in a 15-second video. True, but they did pretty much show everybody except for him. So it's a little, yeah, they can't fit everybody into 15 seconds, but I mean, when you exclude one person that's actually, you know, pretty important to the story, kind of makes me wonder why. Agravain has one of the best speeches in the game and wasn't done in the movie. Oh, that's cool. So we have something to look forward to. You play a female, he hates women canon. Well, that's good to know going into this. We don't know. We've been asking for him for years. Whenever they do drop him, though, if they do, he better be fire. I wonder what would be the context that they would drop him, though. It kind of feels like it's too late for him to drop him without adding him to a new group of content. Kind of like how apparently Jason comes back later in the story. They might have to do the same with Agravain, and that's when they release him as a servant. He's too much of a goat to be playable. There's too many women in Chaldea, he would hate it here. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Posted Destiny order in the mobile chat. Let's see what it's looking like here. 'Twas me. Let me turn off streamer mode. Let's see. Is this? Oh gosh, it's hard to tell because I think your server name is different from your actual name in DMs. So I'm having trouble remembering who it is, but I appreciate you dropping the PV. Is that? Oh man, I don't want to guess wrong. I don't want to guess wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, just remind me real quick of what your server name is. Okay, so let me look at this Destiny stuff. Destiny order stuff. Okay, and we have all the servants lined up. Alright, let's look at it. See what we got here. Fate Grand Order 8th Anniversary Destiny Order Summoning Campaign. Choose 9 servants. 9 5-star servants to make up the guaranteed pool, where only one random servant out of the 9 is guaranteed. Cost premium 30 quartz. Only can be done once. Banner disappears from the list after the summoning process. Okay, so you pick 9. Oh, do they all have to be from different classes? That's really cool and interesting. So I feel like it'd kind of be a bad idea to pick permanent summons for this. You definitely want to go for the limited ones. Wow, interesting, interesting. Whoa, Saber Medusa's gonna be up there. Dang, okay. So, characters, I'm just going to look at the limited ones, because the permanent ones, I'm guessing these are the ones that can spook you whenever. So I'm going to look at the limited ones and see which ones stand out to me. Definitely this Shiro one stands out to me. Nero Bride, her of course, this is Musashi, right? Then Saber, Medusa, and Shiki. And this one too, the Trung sisters. Okay. Next, Ishtar, Gilgamesh. Moriarty doesn't really stand out to me, but he does because Moriarty's cool. Sei Shonagon. I might have to add her just for the memes. Let's see. Yep, exactly. Good eye on the Shiro. Yep. Okay, hold on real second. Hold on real quick. I got a call coming in. So, enjoy the music, enjoy the memes. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. And no, again, it was not the FBI. I swear, one of these days it's actually going to be, because you guys are like speaking it into existence. Okay, so for archers, the ones I have my eye on are Say, Gilgamesh, Ishtar, and Super Orion. And then Durga's cool, but like I said, I'm willing to wait for Durga, so I don't know if I'd add her to this list over some of the other people I mentioned. Lancer, we got a Resh Kigal. That's a big one. This is the guy that has the dragon girlfriend, right? Or is this a different form? If this is the one with the dragon girlfriend, then heck yeah. That's a good one. Skahawk, that's a good one. Tamamo Lancer. I haven't really seen much of her. Or heard much of her. Britomart, however, that's a banger pick. Melusine, I feel like this is a given. Like, I feel like this is a given, bro. If you don't have her, you probably go for Melusine, right? Or, yeah. I feel like Melusine would be my top pick out of these. But I'd have to see. Sakamoto Ryoma Lancer, yes. Sakamoto has the dragon girlfriend. Okay, cool. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Dragon wife. My apologies. Yeah, and then we have Rome here. Okay, next for riders. We have Ivan the Terrible, Iskandar, Constantine. And then we have Sima Yi. Now, I see a bunch of people have her as a support, so I'm guessing she's really good. I think she's like a quick support, isn't she? And then we have Da Vinci Rider. I don't know who I'd pick out of these. I don't know who I'd pick. Yeah, I'm not sure for riders. I'm not sure. Had to leave. What are we doing? So, for the Gawain challenge, there was quite a steep punishment if I lost the challenge, which was the fact that I have to Grail Babbage and level him to 120. So, that's if I lose the challenge. If I win the challenge, somebody suggested that I get to pick what you guys put in your servant pool for this Destiny Order summoning campaign. So I'm just looking at the different units that are available, just ones that I'm interested in, that I think would be cool. Those probably wouldn't be the ones I suggest, but I'm not a cruel streamer. You know, I'd pick some cool ones, probably some meme ones, and then some trash ones. But let's see. Now we're in the casters. We have Castoria. Great. Let's see. Oh, this Scotty is huge. Isn't she? It's like this one and then the ruler Scotty. Nero. We have Merlin. We have Miss Crane. And then Da Vinci. Out of all of them, I think I'd definitely go for this Scotty. Then for Assassin. Oh man. Is this the time where I finally get my redemption? And I get Koyan of Light? That'd probably be my pick. Either her or Tez. Or Gramps. I don't know. I might go Gramps for the aura. Okay, and then next for Berserker, we have God Juna, we have Ibuki, we have Kintoki, Mysterious Heroine X, Miyamoto Musashi Berserker, and then Morgan. So the ones I'd be interested in is 1, 2, 3, because obvious reasons, 4, 5. Those are the ones I'd be interested in. But actually, I don't know. I haven't used the Berserker form of her too much. All I know is I love the Saber version. I don't know how good the Berserker one is, but if she's anything like her Saber form, then yeah, I'd want to get her too. Next, for Ruler, Avenger, and Mooncaster. So, ones that stand out to me. Moriarty. I might make you guys pick Moriarty. Just so we're all in the same boat. We have Scotty here. Kama would be an interesting pick. Definitely not this guy. Jalter would be worth considering. Spishtar for sure. Nobunaga. Archetype Earth. And BB Summer. And then lastly for here we have Alter Ego. We have Foreigner, Pretender, and Beast. Oh snap. Might have to put Draco up there. So what would we go for? Draco, Tiamat. Oh, that'd probably be my pick. That'd probably be my pick. I like Tiamat. Draco. Now, honestly, now that it's over, I'm not really too hung up on Draco. Like, I'd definitely put Tiamat over her right now, according to this list. Voyager. Interesting. Jacques Demolay. Is that how you say their name? Interesting as well. And then Bazette. Nah, I don't know. Bazette's cool, but I don't know if I'd need her per se. If she's quick, then yes. If not, then I might pass. And then King Protea's just really cool, but I'd be strictly getting her based off of looks. Like, she looks really cool, but not based off of how good she is. Van Gogh is mega busted. Van Gogh. 3 cheers for Van Gogh. NP2 Moriarty, it's time. Draco for me, already have Tia Mama. I don't have either, so hopefully I can get one of them. Cloudy learned his lesson. Don't make mom cry. Exactly, dude. I'm telling you, that's the thing that'll haunt me for the rest of my life. I spent so much trying to get Draco, and I feel like if I would have spent following my heart and got Tiamat instead, I would have gotten her. That's how I genuinely feel. If I would have followed my heart instead of the meta, I think I definitely would have gotten her. Van Gogh crits are insane. Okay, we might have to add Van Gogh to the list. I remember using them and they were fun. There's just so many to choose from though. I don't know if he'd be my number 1 out of this list. You love Quick and Stars, you want Bazette. Hey, might have to add her to the roster. Like I said, I want to build a Fire Quick team. So she might have to be part of it. Wait! Hold on, I just thought about it. So she's a counterattacker where like if she hits back. Can those counterattacks crit or no? I don't think so. That'd be kind of busted. Make your Destiny order list and save it, see if it changes. Can I make it here? Nope. Okay, I'll just have to make it on a notepad. Okay, so this is gonna be my Destiny order list. Okay, so our Saber is going to be, out of all the Sabers, probably her, Miyamoto Musashi. I think that'd be my number 1 pick. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. That'd be my Saber pick. For Archer, let's go with Sei Shonagon. Did I spell that right? Yeah, Shonagon. Okay. Next, Lancer. Dang. Britomart was fun when we used her. Britomart was a lot of fun. Shoot. You know what? I think I'm just gonna follow suit and go Melusine. Just cause she's way too cool. Lancer. Yeah, that's the... We're going for Lancer. Oh my god, what am I doing? Melusine for Lancer. Next. I can't really see the chat right now because... Well, I guess I can move this. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying so far. No. Okay, so her counterattacks don't crit. Got you. It's a NP. Those counters count as NP. Okay. Oh, so they don't get... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, actually. Wait, dang, so they don't even get the attack up boost? Like, if I have a Buster as my first card, and you know how it gives all the cards, all of the normal cards that follow after, it gives them attack up. Does that not apply to her counterattacks since it counts as NP damage? Astolfo for Saber? I think... No, I think I have Ryder Astolfo. I was about to say, I think I have them already. Let's see. Melusine best girl. Constantine the Wall. Hold on. It's time. Ryder. Okay. NPs have card type. NP never get those. Yo, Leonardo da Vinci. Thank you so much for subscribing. I don't know if you're watching the stream or if you're just watching a random video, but I hope you're enjoying the content nonetheless. Glad to have you here. Okay, so for Ryder, it's between Constantine and Sima Yi. I'm not gonna lie, after playing Constantine, he's kind of made me a believer. But Sima Yi, she's a quick support, I think. So if she is, I might need to go for her. Get my quick team going early. But I'll do this. Sima Yi / Constantinos, whatever his name is. Constantine the 9th? The 11th. Okay. Yeah, one of these two. I don't really care. If I get either of them, I'm happy. Probably, I'll do this. Sima Yi and then put Constantine in parentheses. Maybe. Sima Yi is general support. She's universal support. Okay. She'd fit into any team and is pretty versatile. She's like a female waiver. Oh. You won't be able to see Constantine unless you bring your own. You're right. If we don't get Constantine here, we'll never see him again. Okay, that's kind of swayed me, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of swayed me. What kind of support is she? Is she just like a battery? Does she like give attack or effectiveness up? Does she give crits? What kind of support are we talking here? Because if she's crit support... No, if she was crit support... I don't know. Just put Constantine. Constantine for now. Because hearing that she's universal is kind of just like... Nah. I want someone that's more specialized in a specific area. The battery and defense? Okay. Battery and defense. Yeah, that's not super appealing to me right now. Having Castoria and Oberon. Okay, so for caster, I think Scotty. Pretty easy answer there. We go with Scotty. Next, Assassin. We gotta get the redemption. We gotta go for it. Oh wait, Koyan Skaya. Okay. Oh, but Gramps. I forgot about Gramps. Oh man, wow, he's not permanent? That sucks. Wow, he's not permanent. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping he'd spook me one of these days. Not that I've ever been spooked by a 5-star before, but... Koala Skya. Grandpa is limited. Dang. Gramps is limited, bro. I'll go with Koyan Skya just because I could use her on more teams. But as soon as I get Koyan, he's next in line, for sure. What the heck? Okay. Next, Berserker. Now for Berserkers, I feel like she'd be fun to get. I feel like the obvious answers would be 1, 2, or 3. Those are the best ones. But I feel like Ibuki Doji would be more fun. Because doesn't she like buff other summer units? So you can make like a cool, fun summer team with her. I feel like she'd be more fun, dude. And I've used both while farming, and both of them are solid. Not gonna lie, out of the 3, I think I like Gajuna the least after using them. I pick Gajuna, Morgan or Ibuki. Arjuna, Morgan, or Ibuki, Gajuna. There really are no bad options here. Yeah. I feel like they could all be good. Obvious answer is Ibuki by a long shot. Summer Ibuki for me. Yeah. Out of all of them, I think Summer Ibuki's the most fun. So I'd go for her. Next, we have... shoot, what do I even call this? Ruler, Avenger, Moon Cancer. Ramka. So from here, I really like Jalter. I really like this Jalter. Like, I actually like her a lot. She's super fun to use. But... oh, there's so many. It'd be impossible for me to decide right now. So I have to put them all equally. It would be Scotty, Jalter, or Spishtar. Those would be my top 3. Honorable mention, Nobunaga. Honorable mention. But I can't choose between these 3. Because this one's the coolest. No, this one's the coolest. Let's be honest. Sorry, Spishtar. You're probably like the strongest when it comes to damage out of the 3 that I put here. But Scotty's Scotty's probably going to be the most useful one for what I want to do. But Jalter's just the coolest, man. Archetype, because Tsukihime is goated. When in doubt, pick Dante's. I don't know. I'm not that confused. I know not to get Dante's. Dante's is the only right answer. Arcuate is cool, though. Yeah, she definitely is. We were able to... Hey, wait, wasn't she the person that helped us one-shot this guy? I'm pretty sure she was the one that helped us one-shot this guy. And you want us to roll for him? Nah, I'm good on that. Okay, then next we have Alter Ego, Foreigner, Pretender, and Beast. Oh man, what the hell am I typing here, bro? Okay, so out of these, I'm looking at Tiamat or dang, there's so many cool ones, bro. Tiamat would be number 1 though. Yeah, she beats the others by a pretty sizable margin. But honorable mentions go to Voyager, Jacques Demolay, Bizette, and Van Gogh. Those would be honorable mentions, but I gotta put Tiamat first. So this is my Destiny order list. We'll see if it changes. Pick Koyan, Foreigner. One Koyan is enough. Alright? 1 Koyan is enough. I'm sure the Foreigner one's good, because I see her all the time in the friend support. But 1 Koyan is enough. Domon is really good. I hear he is, but I don't know enough about him to really want him. No Draco. Nah, I'm at the point now that it's all over, I realize that during the whole Draco role situation, I realized that I went against my beliefs. And my beliefs are waifu over meta. And I should have stuck with my guns. I should have gone with waifu over meta. And I did the opposite, and it burned me. So, I do... no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really super... I'm not, like, super interested in getting Draco at this point. Yeah, I might even go as far as saying I wouldn't be mad if I never got Draco. Just because even though she's good, she's kind of boring. From when I used her in the story, I realized that she was kind of boring. And I actually had fun using Tiamat. Draco is pretty waifu. True! Actually true, though. Crap. You're right. Oh, wow. That just... Holy crap. I feel like I had an epiphany. Because, yeah, I completely forgot about her 3rd ascension. I've been stuck using her 1st ascension for so long that I completely forgot about the finale. I'd still pick Tiamat over her, though. But now I'd put her above the honorable mentions. I think. She's simple, not boring. Well, when I say boring, I mean like boring to use in combat, you know? Not boring as a person, or like her character or her writing is boring. More so just like she's kind of boring to use, you know? Arcuid, well, let's see. Draco at the end of the event, she basically confesses to Ritsuka. True. Change of heart, yeah. I realize I've been stuck seeing this form of Draco for so long that I forgot about her final ascension. Her final ascension is one of the coolest designs in this whole game. He'll learn. After Imaginary Scramble, he'll learn. The only fun servants in this category are Van Gogh and Bizette, but you can use my Van Gogh, so take Bizette. Okay. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know enough about all these guys. Like, her, for example, I see her around a lot, but no idea what she does. I don't remember what Abigail Williams does. Actually, I think I remember her having kind of like a gimmick in her skills. That was really cool. I don't remember what it is, though. But yeah, I really like Tiamat. So she'd be my number 1. But let me know in the Discord or in the comments section of this stream, what are you guys' lists looking like so far? Make it kind of like this one. Oh, you guys can't even see. Make it kind of like this one so I can see who from each category you guys are interested in. But this is my list, and with that, I will be ending the stream. Thank you all so much for popping by. I know it wasn't as long as our usual streams, but that's because really all I had planned for today was to do the tier list. So next stream, we're going to dive into whatever the heck event comes between now and Camelot, and then hopefully we can finish that and start Camelot in like the latter half of the stream. If not, we'll start Camelot next Tuesday. But regardless, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one. Also, I'm thinking if you have been following, or if you're interested in the Arcane reactions, I was thinking this Thursday. We're gonna get back into Arcane, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna stream that live. Should be a whole lot of fun. Make sure to head on over to the Twitch and follow. But with that, I'm gonna head out, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Umu!